Welcome to the debate. When you click buy on your phone, there is this comforting illusion of magic, right?
Right. Like a box just magically appears on your doorstep the next day.
Exactly. But if we really want to teach someone the basics of logistics based on our source material, we have to look behind that click. At its core, logistics is the fundamental business of procuring, moving, and, well, storing inventory.
Yeah, it's this massive, invisible choreography that keeps the entire global economy moving. And that brings us to our central question today.
Right. Is logistics primarily a science of internal system planning and data flow? That is the side I will be arguing. Or, as you will argue, is it fundamentally a dynamic discipline defined by physical execution and, overcoming the elements?
I am definitely taking the physical execution side because honestly, I have to stop you right at the premise. It is anything but magic or just perfect data.
Well, the true power of getting those goods to the right place, it lies in the systems that govern them. Take the Continuous Replenishment Program, or CRP.
Okay, the CRP, sure.
Yeah, instead of a manager guessing what to stock, CRP uses actual point-of-sale data, like the literal scans from retail cash registers.
Which is great for planning, but
But it's more than planning. That data travels via electronic data interchange, translating the information to automatically trigger warehouse processing. Because customer demand directly drives the supply process, you aren't storing excess safety stock. That is how you cut inventory costs by 15% and reduce lead times to just 18 hours. The system literally creates the reality.
okay, I hear you, but perfect software means nothing without mastering the physical world. If you need to move cargo, data doesn't cross the ocean for you.
It organizes the crossing.
But you still have to navigate complex physical transport options. Do you load onto a cheap river barge that takes 6 days and might get delayed by low water levels? Or do you pay 50% more for a road truck that gets there 4 days faster?
Well, the data helps you calculate that.
Sure, but consider the cargo itself. If you're shipping perishables, your software cannot keep them cold. You need specialized physical equipment like temperature-controlled reefer containers with active cooling units just to ensure the cargo actually survives the trip.
Right, but that physical complexity is exactly why the software is the real hero. When peak season hits and a stockout looms, a robust central system preempts those physical crises.
Preempts them? How?
Take a modern warehouse management system, like WMX2, for example. It centralizes inventory so you can service an entire continent from one location.
Okay, I will grant you the centralization is impressive. It is, and it cuts customer order cycle times by up to 25% by actually mapping out the warehouse floor. It groups orders by zone, preventing human pickers from physically crossing the warehouse multiple times a day. It is essentially a time machine. A time machine?
Yes, it allows companies to fulfill orders efficiently before the customer even feels the delay.
Well, a time machine is great until it crashes into reality. External forces inevitably disrupt even the most flawless algorithms.
I wouldn't say inevitably.
Oh, definitely inevitably. Consider that highly practical crisis from our source material. You remember the shipment of bath pearls?
Ah, yes, the bath pearls.
Right. They get mistakenly delivered to the wrong address in the UK, but they are meant for a client in Iceland, right before Monday production. No centralized database can magically teleport those containers.
Fair point.
Resolving that requires immediate physical intervention. You have to book express cargo, find local forwarders, and navigate strict regulatory hurdles, like, weekend driving bans for heavy goods vehicles. The physical friction of the real world simply does not care about your optimized cycle times.
Okay, but even with your Iceland bath pearls, express cargo and local forwarders are still orchestrated by data networks?
Orchestrated maybe, but
If the software calculates the weight at the packing location and automatically prints the shipping labels, aren't the physical trucks just the muscle executing the brain's instructions?
no, because that muscle navigates a wildly complex physical environment requiring deep expertise. You cannot just send a digital signal to a truck and be done with it.
You send the signal to the driver.
And the driver has to physically secure heavy cargo on pallets with lashing devices to survive transit. You have to manage the loading bay safely, and crucially, you have to handle physical documentation.
You mean like customs forms?
Yes, like the CMR consignment notes. That is the standardized contract that legally allows those goods to cross international borders. If the driver doesn't have that physical piece of paper, your entire data network is completely paralyzed at customs.
While we clearly look at this from two distinct vantage points, I view logistics as a discipline mastered through data-driven planning, automated warehousing, and the seamless flow of information.
And I view it through the unavoidable physical realities of freight forwarding, flexible transport, and guaranteeing delivery despite the relentless friction of the real world.
Yet we do actually agree on the ultimate goal here, which is rigorous risk mitigation. Logistics is fundamentally about controlling the uncontrollable.
Absolutely.
Whether that is utilizing the right container to prevent physical cargo damage or using financial tools like a letter of credit, where a bank legally guarantees a buyer's payment to protect the supplier.
Exactly. The sheer complexity of global supply chains means there is always more nuance to explore in the material, leaving those who study it to weigh these forces for themselves.
So, the next time a box miraculously appears on your doorstep, ask yourself, was it the brilliant data system that perfectly anticipated your need, or the relentless physical machinery that refused to be stopped?